Um, how was
So
your
this week I don't have shit. So whatever.
down slacking? You giving up already?
Hell yeah. I'm done with this shit.
Replay. How many trades you take, Eli?
A bunch of losses throughout the week. There no more than 2 every day, but maybe there was one time or 1 or 2 days where I only took one trade.
Nice.
I'm feeling about it.
I took 7 trades. I'm feeling whatever. It's like I know I'm learning from this. Like every time Eric explains, or every time you guys like explain something, I immediately understand it, and I'm like, oh, like that makes sense, and therefore I'm like, I just didn't see that yet, so I'll just like make sure to keep note of that, and just gotta keep at it.
When yeah. Like when we'll post our trades if Eric wins or something and he explains it. It's easy to see once everything is done, but while it's happening, it's fucking hard, especially when you're like still training your eyes.
Yeah,
it's just hard.
and then I still gotta like even though we're talking about working on patience, there's something about like patience in the moment. There's like patience to wait for your trade, but then patience in the moment, because then there's times where I'm like thinking, oh, this is the move, and I'm like, I haven't even come up with a target, I haven't even come up with a stop, I'm just assuming this is the move. And so to me, it's like I'm trying to tell myself, like, you can't take a trade until you write those 3 numbers down.
Dude, one thing I've noticed this week, which I think it was because of what we reviewed last week, but when I see an outlier, I started looking at my chart, and like I try not to feel like I have like a little bit amount of time to react to that outlier. So what I've been doing is going to my chart and like kind of seeing the context. Like I'll have, you know how we have the 3 screens on, I'll just show you it. But like going back to review why this level makes sense has been helping me a lot. So, oh shit, I shared the wrong screen.
I'll give Eric your Bitcoin today if you don't hang out with us.
Yeah, I won't be able to make it, but that's what's up. Thanks. I was asking Eric. I was like, "What Bitcoin again?" I know you brought it up, and I was like, "What is this symbol of?" Because like I know Gabe is not about to give me $100,000.
Nah, it's just a Bitcoin. It's just like a actual coin.
Oh, sick! I was like, "Yeah, that has to be what it is." But I got high yesterday for the first time in the week, and that's when I read Eric's message, and I was like, "What? This is about to make me rich?"
Yeah, I'll just post a picture of it.
All right, sick. That'll be the motivator right there.
My 90-minute disappeared. Oh, I'm on it. I'm stupid. So like, say I'm looking at my trade like this in this view, and the market's coming down to my level, and I see an outlier on Bookmap. I'll like switch to here on the 90-minute, or sometimes the 15 if it like I'm looking at it I'm just looking at pre-market session. And this past week, I was like looking at it and seeing like, oh, this level and the fact that there's an outlier here aligning with something that's happening in pre-market helped me a lot. Like how I explained that other trade to you, Eloy, where I was able to show you where the consolidation was happening.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see if it's this one.
I posted it off topic, by the way.
Yeah, this one. So as I was looking at the market coming down here, I was also going to my other chart and I was looking at it on I guess I was just looking at market in a broader sense as the outlier appeared, trying to make sense of why taking this trade long was gonna work. So that helped me a lot. on relying on the outlier and also giving me some time to not feel like I'm rushed. Like, yeah, I'm looking at it quickly, but I'm like not super focused on bookmap where like I just want to get in, if that makes sense. But I would say the biggest thing for me is context right now. Uh, even did you guys happen to see the Dylan video?
I didn't see it.
Not yet. I just saw this morning you posted it and I saved it.
That shit is super good, and I feel like going into the week, a large thing that will help you, Eloy, is really understanding of where the market is going. Like, if you go on the daily, even every night as you chart before you start your charting, like go on the daily and just like right here, I'll draw a trend line just to get an idea in my head of where the market is headed. I'm on ES right now.
See the Bitcoin, Elo?
No, let me click on that off topic. Oh, that is real gold, bro. Damn, that's tight though.
So like looking at ES on the daily, you could see the past since the 24th of January. We kind of just been chopping in this zone here. Like, yeah, we're on an uptrend in the overall perspective, but like we're just in like this zone area here. And then if you put
This is yesterday's chart?
This is just the daily. So I'm looking at the overall market on the larger perspective.
I'm looking at a 15-minute screen.
What?
We're looking at 15 minutes.
You guys can't see my chart right now?
I can see a chart, but it's the 15-minute one.
How about this one? God damn. How about now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
My bad, dog. All right. So now I'm on the daily. This is ES. I'm just looking at it on a larger time frame. And as like I was saying, you could see the past since the 24th. We've kind of just been consolidating here. So I drew a trend line just to tell myself like what's the overall direction right now. So right now we're on an uptrend in the larger time frame, but in like a weekly basis, we're kind of like just stopping here all last week. And then I put a downtrend here. So we're forming a wedge here on ES. And if you go and look at NQ, NQ was in a wedge, but it broke out. So I'll draw.
Feeling sick.
What?
Oh, just texting me. He said he's feeling sick.
Oh, damn, that sucks. Damn, I had these drawn already too.
When you're doing these type of
So
charting,
what?
When you do these type of lines, like these trend lines, how do you know, like let's say I'm gonna barely chart that today, and I'm gonna put that top line that you just put from the high to the next high, instead of where you put it where it looks like it broke out.
I put it to this wick.
And it's because you had it there days before that you're able to see it broke out. Because what if I'm like gonna chart it today and I'm gonna put it at the next wick, the high wick?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Previous this one?
No, up like the top, the new
No, no,
higher.
no, on the top of the green wave.
Like if
Yeah.
I was gonna
Oh
chart
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah,
today,
yeah. I had this drawn out already
that's what I'm saying. Like,
from like
So
time
so
ago.
y-
So I
so
knew this
you'll
wedge was
go for it.
um I knew this resistance was there already. And then also looking at ES, I also knew that it was in this area. I might have had this. I feel like this. Oh yeah, I had another one here too, on like a smaller time frame that was forming like that. I just did this one because I seen Dylan did this one, but it hasn't really tapped again since. But this one, this resistance trend line has been key multiple times already. This time, this time. So then this last week, it kind of hit that resistance and struggled, whereas NQ NQ broke out of it. So now going into next week, Dylan said this too. This area, because I haven't even drawn my demands or anything here, but there's a demand zone here, if I'm not mistaken. So this area also is gonna become an important level now, as far as um, seeing if when it pulls back, it holds there. And then ES should be doing something significant when NQ comes down here as well. Um, Now I'm on the 4 hour chart, still on a larger time frame, but I just want to see if there's anything significant here. So here there's a 2 hour, and that aligns with Friday's high of last week.
6109. Yeah, that was gonna be my key for Friday, but it never got there, and I couldn't trade.
So now when NQ pulls back to that trend line, most likely ES is going to be testing this 6109 as well. And look at it on the larger zone. It just seems significant here. The retest, the retest, the retest here, retest there, retest there. It's just super key level that has been tested multiple times. So when it comes back down, I would want to see it hold and also see NQ hold here. There's gonna be something.
NQ holds that the trend line, like it's gonna come back down to it and bounce up.
Yeah.
That's
And it
higher
may not be
probability.
very clean, but it should do something.
Wait. It has a higher probability. It doesn't mean it's going to do
Yeah.
it. It's just a higher
Yeah,
probability.
exactly. This 90 minutes ugly. Damn, why isn't
I think the 90-minute it intersects the trend line.
this one right here, the 45.
First two.
But yeah, that 90 minute could be something. I just don't like marking them when they're ugly like that. Yeah, and then looking
Eloy.
here on Eloy.
Yeah. What up?
What were you gonna say, Gabriel?
Oh no, I was just gonna say, dude, if you're looking for like how to do trend lines and how to like really get your support and resistance and stuff down, read Trend Trading for Dummies. That's what I'm reading right now, and it's really like putting all the basics back into my head and like really helping me out with the consolidation shit I was working on because I was able to put support and resistance zones in key spots because of this book. So I just recommend it. if you want to get better at the trends.
Okay, I just wrote that down.
See how this 45 minute aligns with my trend line, and it also was tested once, tested twice. I wouldn't really say there's anything there. Kind of a, not really a gap. I guess that's the only times it's been tested. But the fact that it's been tested twice recently and kind of held here as support a bit. But yeah, because look at this 45-minute box. Oh yeah, even look at the box. This the bottom of my 45-minute box aligns with this
Right click
little
it,
level here.
right click it,
What?
right click the
On
box
what?
on the box,
Oh,
and then wait. Oh, right click it, edit properties. My bad.
oh shit.
Rectangle.
What?
Why doesn't the menu pop up
Edit.
for you?
Yeah, why does the menu pop up?
What menu?
Edit the box. Edit the rectangle. So you can extend
I
it.
am
Oh, we just can't see
I
the
am
menu.
doing that. Oh, you guys don't see it. That's crazy.
Oh, you don't see it at all? Whatever.
It's probably like a different screen that he's not sharing that we can't see, but he could see it.
Probably, yeah.
I couldn't do it clean, but there it is.
No, I just go to edit properties and then put the year, the top year 26 and the bottom year 21, and it extends perfectly.
Oh, I get you. But see how it aligns there?
I
Perfectly?
just I don't like how you don't go all the way.
But there's an extent to the
There's
left and an
nothing
extent.
over here.
I don't know.
There's a reason. I said there's nothing over here.
I need to get the full picture.
Oh my gosh. Top left.
There you go. Perfect. There you go.
Also, the shortcut to open up that menu is to just double click it.
Really?
Yeah, if you just double click the
Oh,
rectangle box,
shit.
it brings it up.
It did do that. Wow, that's crazy.
Nice. Thanks for holding that information forever. Shit.
I just noticed right now when you guys did it, I was
Oh,
like, damn, why doesn't this guy do the double click?
Dude, that's gonna help so much. Oh my god.
no, that is insane.
Way better.
But yeah, when you extend the box now, it even makes more sense that it's a key level. So like I said, next week I'd like to see it hold there and also ES hold around this 2 hour level.
That 2 hour
well.
that 2 hour is definitely key for sure.
And then even there's a possibility that it breaks out of this trend line. So if it does break out of it, I would like to see it when it comes back have some kind of support.
Yep.
So you could view it a couple ways. That like when you go into your week, I would take that into consideration just to have an idea of direction. Like if I see this coming down, I may not even consider the shorts just because I'm waiting for this level to be the level of support that I want to take long. Yeah, there may be an opportunity there, but that helps me not get emotional on the drop because I know that I'm waiting for something else to happen.
Mm.
Um,
That's a 30-point drop,
as
though, bro.
far as content. What?
That's a 30-point drop, though. It's like,
I mean, maybe there is something there in the morning when we chart.
nah, I hear what
I'm
you're
just
saying. I'm
saying. I
joking.
mean,
I just looked
yeah,
at that
even
number.
looking right here, there's a 4 hour supply. But we chopped in there all Friday.
Monday's closed, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
And that's also another thing, like going into the week, considering that Monday's closed, I wouldn't want to go into a trade super early going into Tuesday because I'm gonna let things just like settle first, you know? So if I see low volume, I'm gonna be less inclined to take a trade just based on the idea that it was a long weekend. Just need to let things kind of settle a bit. So like just taking those little things into consideration could help your FOMO and whatnot. But yeah, going into the 10th. And even for me, I've been trying to like break down my studying on what I want to focus on. Uh, hold on, let me show you. What chart are you guys? Are you guys looking at my chart right now?
4 hour.
Not Bookmap.
But I just realized I didn't save any of my screenshots from Monday through Tuesday, Monday, and Thursday.
Did you save it for the journal at least?
Yeah, I
Or not?
journaled all the notes and stuff. It's just like I save them and then I put them into this folder that I have, and then I delete them, and I guess I've been deleting them all, thinking I had already put them in the folder.
Uh, all good. I don't have shit for this week anyway. So
I've been trying to tell myself to like think of trading in like sections. So like there's like market context, and then there's price action, and then there's like just the emotional part of it. And with market context, I'm like focusing on the structure, like what I just showed you about like how things are in correlation to the whole market and completely. And then also like other like things that impact ES, which would be like VX or SPY or equities or even the dollar. Like eventually I want to learn more about that, but right now I'm just focused on like VX, SPY, and equities, and obviously NQ. But NQ's and ES strength and weakness, that's still something I focused on all last week, which also helped. Like I really think that's a thing that I'm gonna keep kind of build on my trading. And then just being super aware of like when news is happening. That's what I want to focus on with like market context. And then with price action, it's like really having trust in that there's an outlier that's gonna appear, and then just waiting for those reactions to those outliers that we want, like that pop off of the outlier and then pull back and retest. Um, and also just going into my trade for Monday, I think starting off here would be good.
I noticed on Bookmap you zoom all the way out now.
Yeah, have been noticing that a lot with myself as well. Like
So
super out. And
yeah,
like I
literally all the way.
do it pretty frequently. At least this past week.
Why though?
Just because I realized that those the way just how crazy the volatility was, I was seeing these outliers appear zoomed out more than when I'm zoomed in. I don't know, it's kind of weird. Like I think I seen this and you guys might have not seen it if I'm not mistaken.
I didn't see
Uh
that.
but I was scared because it was 900 lots. Wait, can you guys see my
Yeah, yeah.
okay. I was scared because I mean, I seen it as 900 lots, but then going into market context here, this is the one that really showed me. That's another thing I've been doing. As soon as I zoom out and see it, I'm screenshotting it just because I could do it fast on my Mac. So, like, as you can see here, I zoomed out. The market was barely like around here, and I seen it and I took a snapshot of it just to like lock it in my head that at 60 69 there's a outlier. especially because we were oh, this we were around my 2-hour demand. So the fact that the 2-hour demand had been tapped, no, there was an outlier that appeared before it tapped the 2-hour demand. So in my head, I was like, if the 2-hour demand barely taps and it pops back up and holds above this outlier, I need to make sure I'm ready to take it long. So I screenshotted it. Then going into my actual, let's just go to Bookmap now. But that was like the key reason why I took it because also NQ was strong and breaking above uh pre-market high, and when it pulled back, just we were like on an uptrend in NQ. Plus, we were holding above the key levels. So when NQ pulled back, it also was. It just felt strong to me. So seeing that ES had that outlier that appeared, and we wicked down into 2-hour demand, I knew. And then when I seen the we were holding above this VWAP, it gave me even um, more trust in it. And VX was just not really doing much, just kind of chilling. I was a little nervous of it popping up higher, but it, the
I remember,
confirmation side.
I remember Dylan said he doesn't even pay attention to VX unless it's above 1% or 1% or
Yeah,
higher.
exactly. Let me go back to Bookmap now just to see. So I'll just read up a bit. 6:30. So around 6:42, the outlier appeared. Let's see.
February 10th, we traded.
Oh, I think you woke up late.
Oh, okay. I was like, why don't I have that shit? Okay, that makes sense.
Did you go back to sleep that day?
I didn't go back to sleep,
I
but
know, did you?
I woke up exactly at 6:30, and I'm like, I haven't even pre-market charted. I'm like, and I woke up, but I just didn't go on the market.
uh,
The emotion of realizing I'm late, like Judge just woke me up, and I couldn't go back to sleep.
So, damn, is that the one? It might have been. Damn, yeah, cause see, zoomed in here, you really don't see much. That's on the 5. This is still the 5. Now here we're on the 15. I think I also seen this, the way these two bubbles were just like back to back like that. So that caught my attention if I'm not mistaken. And I was like, if I zoom out, these two bubbles are gonna be building something. So like I would try to zoom out and then I'd do that. And then when I
that's
did
what I don't
that,
do. I don't squish them like you do. I'll zoom out and
uh,
they'll still be separated, but then I'll squish them.
yeah, I squish them. But
Yeah,
don't do it too much, cause like then you'll start to be like, what the fuck? So
yeah.
like I just try to just to see what it is almost. And then it like right there it was 879 and then I remember it was when I seen it be 959 like I have on my screenshot, I just took a screenshot of it and I was like, okay, there's something there, just keep that in mind. And then I let the market keep just doing what it was doing because I knew that demand zone was was near us I was like, I can't enter without it tapping that demand zone. And then it tapped around 30, 35, 40. It tapped in. What time was my entry? My entry was at 6:48. Oh, see, even looking at it here, it kind of looks.
Feeling something was there when I was seeing it, but I was like, I can't really confirm. Because you can tell if like a bunch of red or green are together like that, and you can like squish it, but I mean you can like zoom out and sometimes it'll form an outlier, but
Oh, also, I think I wanted to see VWAP get rejected and then pull back and hold. Because I've been seeing that happen too sometimes.
Because that shows that buyers aren't quitting yet, right?
Yeah. Especially at my 60, 69, 60, 70 outlier. And we had already tapped my demand zone. And NQ was being strong. And SPY was also hitting my key zone. Also, pre-market low was not being, that was making me nervous, the fact that pre-market low had not tested. But then I was also thinking, if pre-market low doesn't test, then most likely pre-market high is going to get broken again, which should have given me the confidence to hold it longer, but I didn't. And then my entry was right here, 648. $648.23. So I was already in by this point. So it did come back to my key level here. And I got in at the first sign of buying stepping in. And then when it comes down to my level, and it already hits it, I zoom in quite a bit, almost like right here, just to see how that strength really is. Because sometimes I feel like I miss some of the trust in the strength because I'm zoomed out too far, and I'll be like, I don't know if that's strong. But that's also like a kind of judgment call on your end, how far you want to zoom in. But yeah, this shit took off from here.
Trades this week, huh?
What?
$240 wins.
Yeah, I made $105 this week. I was like, damn, that's the first time I've ever made that much, like on purpose.
Sick.
And my stop was, what was my stop? That's another thing I realized I've been doing. I'll have my stop at like 3 points, but then I'll move it because I'm scared like this shit's gonna may drop a little further. So I'll move it 4 points, and I hate that I do that. Because when I lose those 4 points, I'm gonna be pissed. My stop here was 60, 67. So when it pulled back here, I was pretty nervous at 60, 69. I kind of thought I was gonna get stopped out. Target was 60, 81.
I hate that the first entry is usually the one that probably stopped you out. It should be the second one, because those motherfuckers are late.
What do you mean?
Because if you buy at the first retest of the outlier, sometimes it does stop you out. Whereas if you take the second retest, then that's the one that rallies. You know what I mean? Like,
And you want them to get stopped out instead?
I mean, you're gonna get stopped out too, but
That's what I was gonna say.
yeah. But it should be everyone, if anything.
Um, yeah, and then with another thing I realized is when I'm exiting, I'm just exiting because it's hitting the level or it's near the level. I'm not focused on the fact that buyers are still strong. So I feel like that's something I need to adjust in my trading. I was already out by 681, and at 681 there was no sign of selling at all. I mean, maybe it held here a bit before it took off, which would make me nervous, but that shit really took off.
You sold when that big ass outlier appeared.
What?
You sold when that other outlier appeared, that buyer.
Right before him even.
Oh shit!
And then this shit just pops. How many points would that have been? 6071 to 6087. That's like 17 points. God damn.
It's a gnarly pullback though. You see that green wick? Oh wait, no, it's Friday. Never mind.
And then it's not when it's pulling back. I don't know if that just broke it, but I was saying it's not even breaking open. The open
Where's the open at?
like at 6:30, like all the way at the beginning, there was like where it dropped from initially, and it's not going below that every like right here in this consolidation period.
Oh, on the pullbacks?
Yeah, except that most bottom one. I don't know if that did a little bit past it.
I should have definitely held to pre-market high. That was
Bitch for.
what?
He's such a bitch for.
Oh, I don't want to lose, man. That's all I got for that day, though.
I got a $16 loser if you want to hear about that.
Very-
I'll end this video.
Nah, I'm good. Yeah.
Where was it?
Yeah, I don't even remember, dude. I posted it, but I don't give a fuck.